Good morning, SVN, and welcome to another episode of SVN on the Market Live. First and foremost, we want to thank everybody who got the chance to join us in Palm Springs at the SVN annual conference this year. We had a great show. We have some award winners on today, so I'm excited to be able to present some of them. And for those of you that didn't get to make it, we'll see you next year for the 40th anniversary. So we're going to kick things off today. We're going to start with our retail properties. And to kick things off is going to be Weston Lockhart of SVN Stone Commercial of Lexington, Kentucky. Thanks for joining us today, Weston.
Thank you all for having me. I heard Palm Springs was a lot warmer than 20-degree Kentucky, but that's where I'm presenting from today. And today we've got a retail center in Western Kentucky. This is a 72,000 square foot, 100% leased retail center in Princeton, anchored by Marshall's, Tractor Supply, and Ruler Foods, which is a Kroger brand. The real selling point here is the essential retail mix. You've got discount soft goods, grocery, and farm and ranch, all daily needs, especially in a town like Princeton, Kentucky. Value-oriented users that perform well in rural and regional markets and drive consistent traffic. From a capital standpoint, ownership has been proactive. The property received a new roof in 2023 with a transferable 20-year warranty. Marshall's executed a new 10-year lease in 2024, and Ruler Foods also recently completed a 5-year renewal, showing long-term commitment to the site. A bonus of this property is since we've been on the market, Tractor Supply has actually reached out to inquire about a new 10-year extension. Financially, this is a strong yield play offered at an 8.06 cap rate, generating roughly $396,000 in NOI. The leases are modified gross with staggered expirations, which helps mitigate the rollover risk. Overall, it's a durable, low maintenance asset with strong national credit tendency, recent capital investment, and a yield that is incredibly hard to find. If you see a lot of other eight caps on the market, please let me know. If you'd like to learn more, please give me, Nathan, or Matt a call.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Weston. Again, any information or anybody interested, please reach out to Weston. Next up, we have Brian Lindgren of SVN Landmark Commercial from my neck of the woods out of Geneva, Illinois. What do you got for us today, Brian?
Thanks, Julian. I'm pleased to present 4200 East Main Street in St. Charles, Illinois for sale today. This unique property, currently operating as a classic car dealership and service center, includes over 10 acres of land in DuPage County and is partially annexed into the city of St. Charles. The primary structure is an approximately 13,000 square foot building built in 1972 with a 3,000 square foot showroom and a 12-bay service center with drive-through capability. The first floor also features sales and service offices. The second floor includes storage space as well as a large office overlooking both the showroom and the service center. The secondary structure is a 12,800 square foot pavilion built in 2013 with a glass front and openings on the other three sides. The roof is insulated and three new walls could be constructed to fully enclose the building. There's approximately half an acre of gravel parking behind the pavilion. The 10.6-acre site includes 7 parcels and offers the opportunity for paving additional parking, expanding the existing structures, or a complete redevelopment. 4 of the parcels, totaling about 6.5 acres, are zoned community business within the city of St. Charles, and the other 3 parcels, totaling just under 4 acres, are zoned R3 residential within unincorporated DuPage County. The property is well positioned with a 33,000 vehicle per day visibility on busy Route 64 at the gateway into St. Charles primary retail corridor. There are multiple new and used car dealerships up and down the street in close proximity. The I-355 expressway is 20 minutes directly east via the Route 64 interchange, and the I-88 expressway is approximately 20 minutes to the south via either the Route 59 or Route 31 interchanges. Our asking price of $4.8 million represents a fantastic opportunity for developers or automotive users alike. Please contact me with any questions. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing, Brian. And then to round things out for our retail properties today, we have Carson Hayes of SVN Desert Commercial out of Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks for joining us today, Carson.
Thank you, Julian. Glad to be here. This property is on 32nd and Thomas here in Phoenix. This would be great for a redevelopment opportunity. It's on a little bit bigger of an acre, would be perfect for a quick serve restaurant, build to suit or ground lease development, high traffic area, over 35,000 vehicles per day, just 15 minutes from the Sky Harbor Airport here. There's lots of ample parking, space in the space available for storage. There's a roll-up door, and it's also owner user friendly. It's just a box. A lot of buildings being made now are kind of built to suit, specific for this use, this use. Whoever, if they didn't want to redevelop and they wanted to take the space as is, there's a lot of opportunity to move in whatever you would like to. There's general commercial zoning, which allows for flexibility in use. And just here in Phoenix, there's not many of these kind of spaces hitting the market. So I think it would be a really good investment for someone looking for this kind of space or opportunity. If you need more information, you can feel free to reach out to Perry or I, and we can get you more information about it.
All right. Thanks for sharing, Carson. Next up, we have our SVN office properties. And first to present today is Liz Lader of SVN Denver Commercial out of Denver, Colorado. Thanks for joining us today, Liz.
Thank you, Julian, for having me. Um, this is called Highland Place 2, located at 9110 East Nichols Avenue. The building, as you can see, is quite beautiful with a shared Metro District community right in the middle. And the offices are built to suit and spec suites. We have 50,000 square feet on the second floor. The owner just bought this building out of auction in September, and he's going to be putting in a lot of money into these suites. So it's an option for someone to get into this building into very high-end suites for a very reasonable amount. We are asking 1850 to 2250 triple net. Our nets are about $9.64. It is located near Park Meadows Mall, I-25, and E470, major highways all around, lots of shopping, lots of restaurants. And the best thing about this, we're offering $2 a square foot to our outside brokers for the initial term. So please, if you have any tenants who may be interested in a great building, please reach out to me or Al Lindeman. Thank you.
Will do. Thank you, Liz. Next up, we have Olivia Szynski out of SVN Chicago Commercial out of Chicago, Illinois. Thanks for joining us today, Olivia.
Good morning, SVN. Thank you for the introduction, and it was really great seeing some of you at the conference last week. I'm pleased to present this fantastic opportunity in Oak Brook, Illinois, which is a major suburban hub for the Chicagoland area and just 20 miles east of downtown Chicago. The asset sits at the lighted intersection of a very major thoroughfare for the area. The building currently houses Athletico's corporate offices on the entire top floor, and the remaining floors remain vacant. The property is in excellent condition and was most recently occupied and renovated by Oak Point Nursing School, so we do have a medical component here. While we don't have a cap rate because the building is only 34% occupied, we do have gross annual revenue totaling over 1.2 million. So this building is really ideal for both an owner user or an investment group, and we have had quite a few unsolicited calls for leasing opportunities because of the phenomenal location. The price is subject to offer, and I would be happy to discuss with you further. If anyone would like to learn more, let me know. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Olivia. And that wraps up our office properties. So we're going to move on and we're going to move on to our industrial properties. And first up, we have Peter O'Brien of SVN Denver Commercial from Denver, Colorado. Thanks for joining us today, Peter.
Hey, thanks, Julian, and good morning, SVN. Hey, we're excited to bring 150 Rio Grande Boulevard to the market, a well-located industrial opportunity in Denver for lease or sale. The property just sits off of I-25, offering an efficient and easy access to Denver Metro and the larger Front Range, ideal for distribution, service, or manufacturing users. The building totals approximately 19,000 square feet, including roughly 3,000 square feet of office and showroom. Recent capital improvements include a new roof with a 20-year transferable warranty, heavy power, upgraded LED lighting, and a secure yard, making this a functional, low deferred maintenance asset for both owner users and investors. Looking ahead, Denver is entering into a significant period of investment in urban redevelopment. The initiatives are expected to drive long-term growth infrastructure improvements, and increased demand for well-located industrial assets near the urban core where this sits. For additional details, please reach out to me or Corey directly. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. If anyone has interest, please make sure to reach out. And moving right along, we're going to move on to our land properties. And first up is Brian Foster with SVN Summit Commercial out of Akron, Ohio. Thanks for being here today, Brian. And do we have Brian on today?
He's on. I'm trying to unmute. Uh, Brian, if you can press unmute on your phone. There you
Good
go.
morning. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Perfect. Good morning. Good morning, afternoon, SVN colleagues. Aaron Davis and myself from SVN Summit Commercial in Akron, Cleveland are pleased to present 80 acres of industrial land at 100 South Industrial Ave in Rittman, Ohio. The subject property, former home to Caruster Rittman Paperboard, consists of approximately 80 acres of fully remediated land zoned M2, heavy industrial. The land sits approximately 5 miles from Interstate 76 for superior access to Interstate 71 and State Route 224 to North and Central Ohio marketplaces. Property lays within a federal opportunity zone, has ample site reports from wetlands delineation and endangered species analysis, and a covenant not to sue from the Ohio EPA. The city of Rittman is open to and motivated to find a user for this site and willing to work with developers or end users. With an asking price of $1.8 million or $22,500 per acre, the site creates an ideal opportunity to find powered land in a competitive industrial marketplace. For more information regarding this opportunity, please contact Aaron or myself at SVN Summit Commercial Real Estate Group. With a motivated seller, we're looking forward to working with one of our SVN colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. And we're going to keep things in the Midwest here as we have back-to-back properties in Indiana. First up, we have a fellow climber, Jeff Hines of SVN Northern Commercial of Carmel, Indiana. Thanks for being with us today, Jeff.
Hi, Julian. Good morning. Actually, Jeff is out, and I will be presenting this property. Corey Frazier.
Oh, perfect. All right.
Well, thanks for having me. Hello, everyone. This property here, 610 West South Street here in Lebanon, Indiana, is just over 2 acres, zoned new business. We have the property priced at $1.27 million. The property is just west of downtown Lebanon, which sits just outside downtown Indianapolis. Ideal users for the property are retail or mixed use retail residential. Preliminary talks with the city of Lebanon suggest the site could support up to 50 residential units in a 4-story building. Eli Lilly is currently developing its state-of-the-art medicine foundry, a multi-million-dollar pharmaceutical manufacturing and innovation facility here in the LEAP Research and Innovation District, with operations expected to begin in late 2027. Meta has also announced plans for a large data center campus in the LEAP district, just on over 1,500 acres. So if anyone has any additional questions or would like some additional information, please feel free to reach out to Jeff Hines or myself, and we'd be happy to share details. Thanks so much.
Thank you for sharing. And we're going to keep things in the state of Indiana with Jeff Lauer of SVN Northern Commercial out of Carmel, Indiana.
Hey,
thanks for being here, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you, Julian. Hello, everybody. As Jeffrey Lauer with SVN, also with SVN Northern Commercial, based here in Carmel or Indianapolis market. My co-broker Anthony Schneider and I are happy to present this opportunity. Located in Carmel, its address is in Carmel, but it's in the Westfield jurisdiction. So both, it's kind of right on the line. Both of those communities are kind of the more affluent communities located directly north of Indianapolis. This is, like I said, located in Westfield. It's just off of US 31. You can see we got 3 different versions of a concept plan here. US 31 is just off to the right of this image. The property overall is 21 acres, but it's actually separated into 3 blocks. It's kind of hard to see on the concept plan, but which means that they could be easily subdivided into smaller lots if needed. The 21.5 acres is currently zoned agricultural single family, but the comprehensive plan kind of designates and shows that the This property would be suitable for regional and employment district uses. So quite an opportunity for some value add on the site. US 31 offers strong exposure. It was about 81,000, a little over 81,000 vehicles per day on that main thoroughfare. However, there's no direct access to US 31 for this site, but those access points are located just to the south on 151st, where there is a kind of regional commercial retail node, and then just to the north at 161st, where there is a new mixed-use development coming in and seeing a lot of the growth kind of around Westwood, Indiana. So pricing for the property for the commercial blocks, which you can see there are on the kind of the southern end of the property, is about 250,000 per buildable acre. And then on the farthest north part of the property is more the residential area, possibly a mix of townhomes or some estate lots. That's about 100,000 per buildable acre. So if anyone has any questions or wants more information on it, please feel free to reach out to myself or Anthony Steiner for more information.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.
And we're going to move things along to our self-storage properties, and we have a treat for you. As presenting today, we have our newly crowned SVN Ambassador of the Year from SVN Wilson Commercial of Columbus, Ohio, Kristen Asman. Thanks for being here today, and congratulations again, Kristen.
Thank you, Julian. It's just very humbling. Really appreciate just being able to be here this morning. It was great to see everybody in Palm Springs last week. And I do have some great properties available for you in Florida today. And storage in Florida is very popular because of the population growth. Everybody wants to buy storage in these Sunbelt states and especially Florida. First, I'm going to present Freedom Storage, which is located in Lake City, Florida, which is just west of Jacksonville. So it's sort of a north central location, which does mean that it will have more normalized insurance rates. Sometimes the concern with Florida storage is insurance, but this one is off of the coast, so it has a really normal insurance cost. And we have about 25,000 square feet here. It is split between two very close locations, but one of those sites has 3 acres for expansion room, which means you can add about 45,000 more square feet. And the 3-mile market survey on this property shows an undersupply of storage. So this is a great value add location. Another option might be adding boat and RV storage. It is called Lake City for a reason. So lots of recreational lakes in the area, lots of boats and RVs. So a lot of different opportunities for this property. The property is in excellent condition. It has new roofs, new paint, new siding, and it has property management, third-party property management in place. And I get to announce a price improvement on this property this morning of $1,999,000, which puts this over a 7% cap rate. And the average cap rate in storage is 6%. So you have this great property, above average cap rate, lots of new features, in-place management, plus expansion rooms. So I really would be excited to talk to someone about this property. Please let us know if we can answer any questions for you on this property.
Thank you, Kristen. And I know we have a double feature, so I'll let you get right back into it.
Great, very good. And again, we actually have 5 or 6 storage offerings in Florida. So please, go to svn.com, check all of those out. But this is one of our other offerings that we have in Florida. This is located in Panama City. And Panama City is just one of those high growth markets. You're looking at about, 6 to 8% growth in population. And presenting this morning, I'm presenting Frankfurt Storage in Panama City. And this is 27,000 square feet, and it includes 2 new construction buildings. Frankfurt Self-Storage is fenced and paved with an automated gate and on-site management in place. And with the 2 new construction buildings in place, it does seem like maybe the cap rate is a little bit lower on this one. But once you lease up those new buildings, which I've already started to lease up well, you're going to end up over a 10% cap rate. And the current rents are 15% below the competitors. And what's really great here is that we have an assumable loan with 5% interest only in place. The balance on that's about 1.4 million. So you can do the assumable loan plus a down payment. And the seller said they would even be willing to do a small seller carryback to bridge the gap. So really excited to talk with your clients on both of these properties. We have a 2.5% buyer co-op in place. So we'd be very excited to work with an SVN team member on these.
Absolutely. Well, thanks again, Kristen, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yep. And moving on, we're going to head on next to our single tenant investments. And kicking things off for us is Olivia Szynski from SVN Chicago Commercial out of Chicago, Illinois. Thanks for being with us, Olivia.
Hello again, and I've got another fantastic Chicago suburban opportunity. This is a single tenant net lease medical purchase opportunity leased solely to Endeavor Health, which is a major regional medical group in our area and a credit tenant. The 5-year lease just started, and Endeavor has a history of staying within its locations long term. The property is located in the farther northwest suburbs of Chicago, about 40 miles from downtown, and is situated in a heavy rooftop area and on an outlet of one of the major grocery store chains for this area. A full medical build out was completed for this clinic, and this deal provides a very stable income producing property. And I'm happy to share an OM with anyone who reaches out. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia. And last but certainly not least, we're going to move on to our multifamily properties. And presenting today is Kunal Patel from SVN Excel Commercial from Brentwood, Tennessee. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for wrapping us up today, Kunal.
Thanks, Julian. Good morning, SVN. My partner Brian and I are pleased to present to you all Atrium Flats. It's a 123-unit multifamily opportunity in Nashville, Tennessee. The properties have been fully renovated and is priced at $125,000 per unit, which we all know is well below replacement costs. We know this is a super rare asset to find in a high growth city where we all know construction costs continue to rise. The unit mix is primarily composed of studios and one-bedroom units. There are also a few two-bedroom units. This mix aligns very well with the current renter demand for efficient and attainable housing in the area. The property completed a full renovation in 2024, so this allows a new owner to step in to stabilize property with minimal near-term capital expenditures needed. There's also tremendous upside due to the property being recently approved for MDHA vouchers, which is a local voucher program in Nashville. And Section 8 is also an opportunity on this asset. But based on the current average asking rents of approximately 1,063, implementing vouchers will give you a 50 to 75% increase depending on the unit type. So there's true immediate upside in this asset. The property is currently professionally managed by Elmington Property Management, which is a national operator, and it's well located in the Donaldson area of Nashville, which if you're not familiar with the Nashville area, it's near the airport, and really close to a lot of the major employment areas, and about 10 minutes from downtown. So if you guys have a client or know anybody that might be interested in this asset, please give me or Brian a shout, and would love to get a deal done with an SVN colleague. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kunal. Make sure to reach out with any interest directly to them. And we just wanted to say again, thank you to everyone who did have the chance to join us in Palm Springs this past week for the SVN Annual Conference. You all made this event possible. We just want to say thank you again for joining us for SVN on the Market Live this month. We hope today's showcase gave you a great look at some of the exciting opportunities across the SVN network. We want to make sure that you don't forget that you can also view these featured properties in our Property Blast, which is always distributed following today's event, as well as on SVN's LinkedIn page throughout the month. This series takes place every first Monday of every month. So again, mark your calendars for the first week of March. Register to join us on the next call. Until then, let's keep the collaboration going and continue sharing the value of the SVN network. Thank you all, and we'll see you next month.